Hello, welcome back to my channels, and in this video I'm going to show you the two Aston Martin that I just got it yesterday. Now this one is 124 scale, one is from Welly, and this is the DBS Superleggera, and this is the DB11 from the Motormax, the company that I have never even heard of. Now, as you know, that I'm always impressed with the Welly quality for 124 scale, and I never had any complaint with it. But this one's new to me, so this is my first time I've ever seen this one. Now, obviously, I love Aston Martin as well in my, in the real life, but I always look for the Aston Martin in 118 scale. But the only thing I find is the auto art, and not many, die-cast version of the Aston Martin out there, which is annoying. And so I decided to go with scale down the level. So 124 scales, I can accept that. 132 scale is a bit too small, so I don't really want to go for it. And 124 is I'm happy with that size. So there we are. Now let's take a pause on this and then have a closer look on this DBS. Now this is Welly. Now as you know, that Welly is always impressive. Right, so let's put this turntable away so you can see a bit better. Now, this is amazing, alright. The paint job is always outstanding from Welly. I never have a complaint about, Welly whatsoever. And the light details are decent. It's not amazing like 118 scale, but it will do the job for 124 scale. And of course, all the plastics are sealed, and that's how it is. And you got a little bit of detail under the car, which is also a nice touch. And at the back, also nice. And one good thing about Welly is they always have additional opening part in their car, not just the door. Okay, so you got in this case, you got the boot. Yep, I know that it's nothing much to see here. It would be nice if the engine bay can open, but then it would take a lot of work, so I don't think they're gonna put that in. But nevertheless, I'm happy with the paint job, and generally they are quite good details, and fairly heavy as well. I would say this is a lot more die cast in this one than the some other model. I don't have the time to measure this one yet, so I don't know the scale, the weight on this, but I can tell the weight between these two cars. This one is definitely heavier than this one. Now the roof is considering the roof is a plastic, by the way. This is not a die cast piece. Alright, so this whole part is a plastic, and then the rest is all die cast. Now also interior is not too bad, right? There's no gap, nothing, and also the wheel alignment is really nice, and you can always see that the steering wheel move as you turn the wheel. You got some buttons and all the air vent and stuff like that as well, which is nice. I don't see any sticker or anything like that, but that's okay. I'm not complaining about it. And also the die cast piece on the door is quite decent, and so I'm happy with it. All right, and the brake disc and calipers are there. Hopefully you can see it because it's a gray color and black wheel, and then the lightning is not helping the situation in the daytime. So, and you can see the back, the brake disc and calipers, they are actually there. So it's not too bad. I'm happy with it. So hopefully you can see it. I should turn on the light actually. Anyway, never mind. So yeah, this is a good model. And let's look at this Motormax. Now this one, my first impression, not that great. Okay, so it looks like cheap, and all the plastics are thin, and die cast feel not very heavy, and something missing. I'm not sure where it is. I just opened it this morning, so I have no clue what it looks like until now. Now, oh, hold on. You see this? There's a paint problem here. All right, so the first thing I noticed here is a paint problem. The die cast underneath there is not smooth, and on top of that they painted it, and as a result you can see that it's already noticeable. Maisto, Bburago and Welly, they hardly ever have paint problem. They do have sometime, but not that noticeable, right? They're normally hidden somewhere under there, but this one is not a good sign here. Now the wheel, oh my god, this is even shocking. Now the wheels are plastic, they are not rubber at all, and they're quite thick as well. Now in the actual model car, in the real car, sorry, and these wheels are not right. Alright, so Aston Martin wheels are alloys are really big. They are like at least 20 or 21 or something like that. Definitely not like that. This is more like an 18-inch alloy wheel, and the tires are really big. Now these tires are plastic. They all blend in together. right? So this is not turnable either. It's like a Maisto. It's just connected by the one giant steel in between there, and there is no underneath detail whatsoever. Yeah, so this is a real letdown. You do have a brake disc and caliper. Hopefully you can see it, and it's not very good. The caliper is very shallow, and the brake disc is like very cheap. It doesn't make sense. So at least there's some light detail, which is nice, and you got there all painted air vent. And so most of these parts are plastic painted, and you got Aston Martin badge here. At the back also okay, and not that exciting. Now let's open this. Oh, oh dear me. Oh, look at this. Look at this, right? Apart from all this molding aside, I can see the paint problem on all the door gaps. You can see they are not even, and they kind of cut costs in this hidden area. And on top of that, this is definitely not forgivable, right? So you can see here, massive gap. Why? I pushed this already in the past, and they don't actually goes in, right? They don't work. This is the way it is. They intentionally left it there. That is really disappointing. And not only on this side, I think also on this side is also the same. So you can see that between the dashboard and the door gap is a huge gap, and they are already sealed. By the look of it, they are actually attached to this windscreen, and you cannot push it further. This is all the maximum, space already used, and there is no wiper. They all actually stick to the windscreen as well. So it's really disappointing model actually. I wouldn't put this one in my display cabinet. Even if I have to, I put it at the back where people cannot see much. So yeah, Motor Max, I'm not gonna buy anymore from you. This is really disappointing. Unfortunately, no one else do DB11, so I have no choice to go with them. And if where they do them, without a shadow of a doubt, I will buy their models day or night. Unfortunately, they only have Vanquish, DB9, and or DB11 or some. Sorry, DB9, and then this DBS. So that's the thing. They only have 3 of them. I always like the latest models, and cars is a problem for me because some people like the classic car. They like to keep the old models and stuff. In my case, if the car's model looks a bit old, I don't really like it. I always tend to go for the modern and concept technological cars rather than old classics. So that's one thing about me. So yeah. Unfortunately, I can't get the DB11 in the diecast version at the moment. So one day, if someone do them, I will definitely get them without a shadow of a doubt. Anyway, thanks for watching, and in my next video, I'm gonna do the 124 scale, all the model cars that I have. I'm gonna make one video about all 124 scale. I was thinking of getting a couple of Rolls Royce from 124 scale from China, but they do have a LED lighter point, which is also cool, and plus sound, which is weird. It feels like a toy. But these couple of Rolls Royce, they seem to look nice. I might get them, but I'm not sure at the moment, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Cheers.